Hello! Happy Saturday, everybody! I'm back. Just want to say hello, and you may have missed me on Thursday. There are reasons behind that. I will explain further now. Let's see who's around. We have a few people here, so let me just come and say hello, everybody. Yep, we're all live and working, all right. So if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. It's Saturday, and I was supposed to do a live on Thursday. Oh, who would do it? Oh, Tom's here, of course. Where else are you going to be, Tom? Oh, and Avril as well. And we also have Facebook. I presume that's Leanne. I'll have a guess that's Leanne. I don't know. And we have Jackie as well. Yes. Unexpected. It was slightly. Very, very slightly. On Thursday, I had to go to London to take my daughter Katie back to London, back to university or theatre drama school. So that day was completely wiped out. I mean, like travelling to like a few hundred miles to London and back was absolutely crazy. And then I thought to myself, well, maybe I'll do one on Friday. But then I'd already made a prior engagement to go to Coventry on Friday because I don't know whether some of you are aware that my father passed away earlier this year. So we were I was organising selling his property. So Friday was wiped out as well. So I feel like I've been on the road most of the week. That's what it seems like anyway. So let's say hello to a few people. We have Marie, Ellie as well. Hi Ellie, Janet, Karen, and Trudy B. Hi Trudy. So that was probably the reason why you didn't see me on Thursday. I was actually kind of twitching to wanting to do a live. So hence today, Saturday. So thank you for tuning in and watching. Right, I do have a few things I've got to say as well. So the first things are the website. So this weekend only, okay, because normally we have an offers of the week. They're not on there this week. I was busy. They're not on there, but what we've done for the website is across the whole of the website, you do have a 20% off. So if you use the code OCT20, OCT20, you will get 20% off your every order. So no matter where it is on the website, you will get 20% off. So that is the offer that finishes on Monday. So please, get in there if you're after fancy a little something. What else is there? Oh yes, winners. So obviously last week when I was doing my lives, we were giving away some stamps. So let me just read out the winners. So the first winner is, you've already been notified, but I'll tell everybody else. So one of the winners is Hazel Young, and then we have Maria Husk, and then thirdly we have Maxine Baker. So let me just let's ever do this. Is that a round of applause? Well, you deserve a round of applause because you were the winners who won one of those free stamp sets. So that's great. Thank you for tuning in. What else? Oh, there's another thing as well. I've got a list of things. Okay, list of things. Another thing is we're also on the 1st of November launching some new dies. So keep a lookout for that as well. So so coordinating with obviously some of the stamps that you may have or you may not have. So it'd be good to get them now because there will be some great offers, I'm sure. Some great new dies. So that's great. So who else is here? We have Sandy. Who else? Hazel. And a few Facebook users. I'm not sure who you are, but say hi. Oh, and we have Kay from California. I bet it's sunny in California right now. It's not here. Raining in Wales. So there we go. Right, so that is it. Oh, I do have an apology to make as well. So this apology is not to you watching. Well, it may be to one of you, because if Helen's watching, I'll apologise to Helen now. I promised her that I would get her some coffee cake, and I forgot. So she came in to tell me just before I started the live. I forgot to pick it up, so I will go to the shop after this live, and I will get you some coffee cake, as promised. There. There we go. So, right. So, who else do we have here? We have, Heather as well. Heather Dunkley. Yes. Oh, hi from Vermont. Excellent. So let's get started. What I'm going to do today is, because it's kind of autumny, winter, I'm not, and these could be used maybe for Halloween as well, but that kind of Octobery feel. Right, so let's have a look on the overhead camera now. Show you what we have. Right, so this is our fantastic, amazing night owl. Really, really nice, and I like the sentiment on there as well. Let your intuition guide you through the darkness. And it says the word night owl. It's got a branch as well there, and that kind of rays as well. It's a really, really, it's a good size. It's a good size owl. So that's my hand. So it's a nice size owl. That is gorgeous. Perfect for those kind of wintry projects as well. I can see that swooping in there. Then I'm also going to use the Forest Stencil, which is rather nice as well. Sorry, I got my glass in the way there. So yeah, we use the In the Forest Stencil. Again, great stencil, great for, you know, putting as a background for all your projects, whether especially like nighttime, it looks great, or winter. I can see this great for Christmas as well. So those Christmas cards, I can see that with a snowy background as well. That would look gorgeous. So I'm going to use those two, the stamp set and the stencil together today. So just some of the projects that were used by our design team who have created with these kind of things. So this is one. I will kind of like, sorry Jane. I should have read these out. I can't read them at the front as well. So that's by Jane, and that's gorgeous. Then the next one we have, I'm not going to read out who's made it, but these, I'll just show you some of. I like the moon in the background there. That's great. That's lovely. That's great. That's very sparkly, that as well. Like that. So there's that one. Oh, there's another one, a night owl there. Again, that dimension on there is stunning. And I can see she just used the kind of the tops of the branches of the branch there for the trees. I like that. That's a great idea. Love that as well. Oh, somebody says they have both. Good for you. Well done. This is again using. This one is using our. This is our framed fibers die. That's a die, and how cool is that die? That's a stunning die. Again, it's just been cut and it's been stuck onto a piece of. Let me just go. I'm trying to have a look to see what it's been done with. Oh, it looks like brushos or the powdered paints. I think some people they've got. I can't remember what the American ones are called. Color bursts. I think it's called color bursts in America, isn't it? They got their own kind of different brand. But those are like brusho powdered paints. Look really cool. Great. I love that sentiment. Let your intuition guide you through the darkness. Love it. And I like how the bird is coming out of the frame there. Looks very dimensional. What else do we have? Oh, I like this one as well. This is a great. See, this is a great set. So this is good. How sparkly is that? Okay, so this is using the Forest Stencil, but then it's using another stencil which we have, which is this one here, which is great. It comes with a mask as well. So you haven't seen that yet before. I've done some really cool things with that. That's a really nice stencil. Love that stencil. I'm sure I've got the card. I will find that a card I made with it now. I'm sure I just recently found that card. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Oh, you know, typical, you look for something and I find it and then I lose it again. Oh no, I found it. Here we are. So that was, yeah, I did that with that as well. Again, just being totally different. That's on some watercolour cardstock. So yeah, it's very nice. I love that. Love it. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start off. Shall we make something? I think we should make something, shouldn't we? It is what we're here for. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, okay, so what I'm going to use is, I'm going to use a piece of, this is black card. Oh, what's happening to the camera? Wake up, camera. There we go. I've got a piece of black square, oh, there we go, black square card. And I'm going to use the stencil with it. This is the In the Forest stencil, so that's going to be going over the top. And then I'm going to use some sprays. Now, obviously spraying it onto black card, I'm going to use oxide sprays. So let me just get some tissue. What's everyone else been doing today on a Saturday? Hopefully more exciting things to come. I'm just trying to have a this is what I'd call a bit of a rest. So sharing a few ideas, which is good. Let me just move these out of the way, and I always end up spraying everything, so let's try and try not to, shall we? So I'm going to place that down. Now the other thing I will do as well is I will just tape it down just slightly. You probably won't need to because I'm only using sprays. So let me just tape that down a second. Tidying your craft room. Isn't that always the case? Everyone's always tidying the. I don't think, you know. A messy crafter is a crafter who doesn't do enough. Is that what they say? Okay. What's any big? Oh, making an art journal page. Do you know what? I'll have to get my art journal book out and do some journaling. That'd be a good idea, I think. What do you reckon, everyone? Right. So some colours. Okay. So I've got various oxide sprays. Haven't decided which colour I'm going to go for. I'm going to just go with the flow and see what happens. I've got lots of colours. I like cracked pistachio. That's a nice colour as well. Do I have a darker blue? That is a good question. Oh yeah, on a broken china. Oh, and a blueprint sketch. All right, I think I'll start with that one there. So first things first. Let's go for a few sprays. Again, not being too fussy. Oh, that's a blue. Oh, I do like that colour. Picked raspberry. Do like that one. And what else shall we use? Ooh, oh, that's a bit of a yellow, I think, on there. Go now. Oh, don't like that one. Do you know what? I think we'll try a different one. What's this one here? Mustard seed. Bit of mustard seed. I have a bit more cracked pistachio there. And a little bit of purple. Again. Not being too fussy as to where these things go. What other colour shall I try? I've got some new colours. I'm just trying to find which colour suits me best. Right. Okay. Oh, what's this one here? Oh, salvage patina. Savage. No, salvaged. Why do you always say savaged? I suppose that's like pickled raspberry, isn't it? A lot of people say pickled raspberry. So that's, we're kind of like getting somewhere now with some kind of colours that we're going to go for. I'm just wondering whether I should go in with a bit more. That pistachio, I do like that colour. Okay, I think we'll leave it there. Just give it a second. Now we'll kind of get a bit of tissue. Sometimes you'll get leaks underneath your stencil, so just trying to be a little bit careful as to how you do this. Just kind of pick it up. Now you could put another piece of paper down there and then obviously get a negative print off that if you wanted to. So just taking some of that colour off. See how that looks nice, doesn't it? Nice colour. Yeah, I do like that, I think. Right, I think we'll take that off and we'll see what we got. So I'll get my... I don't think I needed to take this down actually, but we'll go with the flow now. Okay, big reveal. Did it come out the way I wanted it to? That is a question. I think we'll find out now. Right, put that down, out the way. Yep, stop. What do we think? I think, you know what, we'll get away with that. I might just blot that a little bit more. Just stop those colours running anymore. There. Again, we've got that kind of, the trees, like in a kind of darkness. I don't know whether it would be like a, yeah, it's just different. I do like that. Okay, I think we'll go with that. The other thing I want to do is probably I'm going to use some of the, what else have we got? Oh, we've got some sprays which are glittery. Which one I'm going to use? That's a good question. Aha. No, I had a black somewhere. Yeah, these have got these mica stains as well. So, do you know what? I might use a bit of mica stain. Oh, this is going to be empty tomb. So let's zoom in there just a second. Right, let's have a look. Right, okay. See what we get with this one. Now this one here, because the reason I'm going to spray it with this, get some mica, is because obviously we've got that solid black for the trees, and I don't really want that. I want a little bit of maybe sparkle on them. So I think I'm gonna do that. Let's just zoom in there just a second. There we go. So I'm just gonna little bit of this black mica. I'm not sure exactly what colour this comes out. I'm sure I had a silver, but I can't find it. Just a little bit. We'll see what this comes out like. I don't want too much. And I'll dry that off. Oh, put my heat gun in. You know what? I don't actually like that now. Typical. I do what I do. Let's just mop that up. Once it's dry, it'll be fine. Too much on there, I think. I was looking for a silver one. I couldn't find a silver. But when this dries, they should come up silver or sparkly. Alternatively, I could have done that first of all. But it's kind of like the more kind of grungy, and I didn't want it too bright. So again, that's what we're going for now. Yeah, they're not. Once they're fully dry, they're not going to. It's just kind of, yeah, making trees look a bit more realistic. Oh, Kay's prepping lots of social media. Oh, okay, nice one. Oh, Helen is there. She's in the background saying hello. How am I doing, Helen? Right. Okay, so yeah, once that's dry, we see that little bit of sparkle. It's better than having a kind of flat look as well. So I kind of like that. And it doesn't matter if it goes off a bit. It does not matter at all. So the next thing we want to do is we'll get our Posca pen and we'll just highlight some of the details on the trees. So find a pen. Okay, I can sit down and do this now. Oops, right. So this is I don't know which Posca pen this is, one of the smaller ones. But you can, use any one or even a gel pen if you want. I do like using the Posca pens, although you do have to be careful about, sometimes they do bleed a little bit. So I'm going to put a little piece of card next to me there. That's like when I'm shaking this. Sometimes you get that run that you don't want on your pen. So, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight some of the details on these trees, just going over lightly, just on one side there. Nothing too. As long as you keep to the same kind of side, you're going to get something that looks kind of like it's highlighting the light. Not being too fussy. I mean, the thing is, sometimes less is, a bit more rougher looks better. Let me just zoom that out just a touch so you can see. Right, so I'm just going over these sides here of the one part of the tree. Again, it isn't going to be perfect. Don't forget, this is going to be your background, so we're gonna have a nice gorgeous on the front of this as well. So again, this is really quickly. I'm not being too fussy. Oh. Again, you know, if you've got a gel pen, you know, if you're frightened of getting ruining your work, no, just use yourself a gel pen. They're normally safer, but I think the opacity of the Posca pens are a little bit better. So, I mean, you can always go over your work twice with a pen. Go over those edges on the side there, and nothing too complicated. Now we start to come to life a little bit there now. Yeah, thank you, Helen. Again, I wasn't. This was kind of pretty much an hour or so ago. Hadn't even thought about, you know, what we were going to do. We just thought we wanted to do a live. I do like doing lives now. You know, I used to be kind of like a little bit scared about doing them, but I actually enjoy it. So, and it's great that you know, you're coming along as well for the ride, having a bit of fun on a Saturday. It's great. So, I mean, this going over this very quick. It's, you know, it's not hard. You just get that kind of some kind of looking of light on your tree there, glistening there. I mean, if you wanted to, I know that some of these cards have got. Let's look at some of these other ones there. Some of them have got moons in them as well. Some, you know, cracking there with using the moon. You know, you could have done that as well, or I could have done that, but I didn't. But yes, you can get so many different looks just out of one stencil. And I do like using stencils for multiple ideas as well. Yeah, thank you, Eileen. I wish I could do the your clean and simple, Eileen. I find your clean and simple incredibly hard to do for me. I do try. Just going over some of those areas on one side there. Again, you know, you haven't even got to be, you know, even if you go slightly wrong with it, if the lightness, not going to notice on a card like this anyway. So, and as I say, even with the bleed, sometimes you get a little bit of bleed on the sprays there. Don't worry about it. You know, life is too short for everything to be ultra perfect. It's not. It's just not possible. I kind of gave up trying to be ultra perfect a long time ago. So yeah, just having fun with what you're doing. Do you know what I think? I think it looks pretty. That looks all right now. I think I'll go with that. Yeah, I'll stop there, I think. But yeah, you can see exactly how that can. Do you know what? You can put a little bit more in there if you want to. Even in the darkness, you've got that kind of like light. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. He says, you can always keep on going if you want to. Sometimes you've got to know when to stop. So he says, I'll stop there. I will stop there now. Okay. Yeah, I know, Helen. I know, and yeah, it's my curse as well. By the way, it's a perfectionism and a curse. Right, okay. So that is basically our background for our forest. I will get a card blank. Right, I shall take that off there. And this is just using some of the Centura pearl, but obviously using the pearly side there. I thought that would work well with this kind of evening or kind of darkish project. I'm trying to make it an hour today, so we'll see how we get on now. So we're 25 minutes in, and we're kind of getting there. So hopefully I'll have it finished within the hour. So I'm trying not to make too much of a mess sticking that down. Right, okay. So now we have the background there, which is, you know, against a black piece of card, I think it looks quite nice using those oxide sprays in that way as well. And I kind of like that kind of like slightly speckledy look on it as well. I kind of like that. So yeah, I think we'll go with that. Right, next is we're going to use the stamp set. So I will get my owl stamp, my gorgeous, I'm going to have this owl there. Do you see how big he is? So this is a 6x6 card, so again, you know, he's perfect for this kind of size, and he's going to be swooping down possibly. So yeah, that'll look great. And I'm going to use that sentiment as well there as well. That'll look great on the bottom. So right, a couple of things to stamp. So next thing I'm going to do, I'll get my stamping mat. I'll put this to one side for a moment. Now, with this, do I use a stamping platform? He says. I think I probably. Do you know what? Maybe I won't. I'll go old school. So I've got a piece of card. Got myself a block, big block. Let me just cut this piece of card a second. So I have a piece of card cut, and this is the smooth white Strathmore Bristol card. It's a great card to use for your stamping projects and your inking as well. So that's great. Let's peel the stamp off. Big stamp. And you can see this is quite, how big is this? This is probably, how wide is this? Ooh. So we're talking, oh, it's nearly, it's just over, it's just a 5¼ inches or 13.5 centimeters. So it's quite big, but it's a great stamp. So I'm going to go in there, I'm going to ink it up freehand. Am I confident enough to do it totally freehand? We'll see now. Let's get my ink pad out. Brand new stamp. Oh yeah, I was going to wonder whether to do it in black or not, but do you know what? I think I will. So plenty of ink. This is a brand new stamp, so normally you want to season your stamps wherever possible. We'll go with the flow, and hopefully this will. I'll get the first print. It'll be perfect. So just move my head out of the way. I'm going to clear emboss this as well. I think that'd be a good idea to clear emboss it. That'll really stand out there on your project, and we can colour that in as well. I'm just trying to think about what I'm going to colour it in with. Might just blend some colours onto it with my blending tools. So we shall see now. And again, it's quite a simple shape to cut out, so nothing too complicated there. So just decide, yeah, okay, I think we're, do you know what, I think we're done. We'll see now. First time. Oh, there we go, perfect. Bit of clear embossing powder. That's a very good question, Amy. It does not have a die at the moment. We do have some new dies coming out on the 1st of November. Some dies that that people have been asking for. So it's possible that that we may do a die at a later date. We're trying to get ahead now with things like dies to go with our stamps, to do them at the same time. So hopefully you'll like the new dies. I think they're really cool, and will go perfectly with so many of the most amazing stamps that you've probably already got. And if you haven't got them, it's a perfect time to get them both together. So just heat embossing this now. Oh, hello, Jolanda. Hello. I'm just saying hi to the people that I may have missed saying hello. Oh, Ellie as well. Yes, and a Facebook user. I can't see who that is. Oh, right. I'm going blind, I must admit. Right. So we have this gorgeous, gorgeous owl. It's going to look absolutely perfect on there as well. I think it's going to look really nice, really nice. Okay, the other thing I want to stamp out is obviously the sentiment. Now, I think I'm going to do stamp the sentiment on some black card. So I'll stamp that out first, we'll colour that in, and then we can move on to the next part. So the sentiment that I'm going to use is, see, I could use Night Owl as well, but I think I could use Night Owl, but I think I might just use the let your intuition guide you through the darkness. I think that's nice. I do like that branch you see inside. I could stamp that on the inside, that's great as well. Or, I mean, there's always a case that you could always have Night Owl on the front, and then that sentiment on the inside, and then maybe the branch underneath it. You could do that as well. That would be another way of doing things. But I think I'm going to put the sentiment on the outside, so that's going to go on the outside. I do like that. And I'm going to stamp that. I think I'm going to stamp that onto a piece of black card as well. So I'm going to stamp that on black, but I'm going to use white embossing powder this time. So let me get another stamping block. Thank you. You're welcome, Helen. My life wouldn't be worth living if I hadn't, would it? Right. Some Versamark. Mark. Aha. Right. So clear, sticky ink. Exactly what you need for this. And I must find my white embossing powder. Yes, that's white. It says it's white. See, smiley face white. Okay, I use that. Always. I don't know. Something, you know, when you're doing this, I always don't know when to stop using the Versamark. So, always nice and sticky. And I shall also use my anti-static pad. Okay, so a little bit anti-static there, just to keep those white flecks off. So I'm just gonna, upside down there, Mark. Right, okay. Let me just zoom in there. I know you don't want to see my big head. Right. So see if I can do this without. I'm kind of looking at my monitor to try and do it that way, and not. I'm trying to get it straight as well. And okay. Yes, happy Halloween weekend. Hi, Isabella. Yes, it is Halloween weekend. Okay. I think we're good there. White embossing powder. This is the WoW one, but I do have the Tim Holtz, the Ranger one as well. So I just need to do a piece of card. Right. Paper. I'm still going a little bit through that phase of you know, white embossing powder on black card. I do like that. Right. Put that to one side. And we'll heat this up now. Yes, we celebrate Halloween. No way, I don't think there's anywhere near the same, although it is very popular here now. Probably not, still not in the same kind of like league as the US. There we go. Right, so we have that. Let me just zoom that out a little bit. Okay. Let it cool down a second. I've been in a habit of wiping, and it's still still hot, so I'll just give it a second before I wipe that. Is anybody dressing up here for Halloween? Have they got a costume? So I shall cut this out now because I can. Again, I'm trying to do as many things live as possible. Which means I don't want to bore you too much about when I'm doing this, but I am cutting it out, so I hope you can live with that. Right, so I'm just cutting it by eye. I don't know what lots of people use trimmers. You can use whatever you want, scissors. I'm always used to using a knife. I say always used to. Right, okay, let's cut this. Straightish. I'll decide whether it's straight in a second. Right, okay. Sometimes it annoys me when it's not quite straight, so I'll have to have a look at it now and see. I do that measuring 25mm that side. Oh, it's a little bit longer that side, right. Okay. Just trim that a little bit off there. Okay. Happy with that. So we're going to have that. That's going to go on there. Black on black. Black on black on black. Ooh. Do I want to use a bit of silver possibly? Ooh, good question mark. He says silver, white. Bit of gilding wax. Watching. Yeah, we need to watch a few films. Any recommendations? Anybody? Go for it. You know, shout out. We've got some good recommendations. So I'm using a little bit of gilding wax on the edge here. Bit of silver gilding wax, just to very slightly take that off the black on black there. Although this gilding wax is a little bit on the dry side, but I think we'll get away with that. It's not just a little bit, it's very dry, this gilding wax. The thing with, isn't that's it is horror. That's more kind of sci-fi. Of course, it's Kurt Russell's best part ever, I would think. I do like that film. It's a good film. Directed by John Carpenter. I know, how nerdy am I? I don't know how many times I've seen that film, but I'd say it a lot of times. Right, okay, so that's the sentiment, which looks quite nice. Got a little bit of wax on there now. Fine. It's fine, it says, you know, if you get a little bit of wax on, wax off. Okay. That's annoying me now, got a little bit of wax on there. Wax remover, I don't have a wax remover. Black Sharpie pen, let's see. Ish, kind of. Okay, that'll teach me for. I haven't got dirty fingers. I'm getting it worse. I should have left it. Right. Okay, we'll go with that. It's fine. Right. That's the sentiment. Right. I shall colour in the owl. Good idea is what colour owl I should have. What colour are owls? What colour owls do we have? We have whitish grey ones, brown ones, browny grey, silver. I'm just trying to see what colour to do my owl. Right. Now a bit of brown in there, that's for sure. Might have a little bit of orangey brown. I think orangey brown might, a bit of spice marmalade and then brown on top possibly. And maybe a bit of mustard seed, he says. Okay, so we shall start with a little bit of I'm not really sure what colour owls are supposed to be, but without looking at a picture, I'm just kind of I suppose you can do them any colour that you want to do them, I suppose. Again, considering the background is a bit kind of, you know, I could do it maybe a hint of pink and purple in there as well. A little bit of orange there as well. Oh, purple and grey owl. Now, that pops up after I've done in my orange now. Purple and grey. Purple and grey. Right, okay, let's have a look. See if I can go over it now with a bit more purple. Maybe I'll. If this doesn't work now, I'll have to change it. We'll see now. Grey. Grey, she says. Grey, she says. Grey, grey, grey. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll purple and orange. Well, it's kind of the colour I got now. I might be able to put some kind of highlights on it. We'll see now. We don't have those kind of. What kind of owls do you have over there? Do you have owls then? I don't think they're just a UK thing, are they, owls? Don't you have like snowy owls and I don't know. I don't know where owls come from. Yes, the lights in the street are all Halloween, so we could call this a Halloween bird, I suppose. Just trying to work on the colour of the right. I might have to go in with something else there, so I might just keep it like that, and then I might do some silver on there as well, so you can get away with some silver on there. And I'll work out what kind of face it'll have. Right, okay. So I'm going to just quickly cut this out. Again, this isn't, you don't have to be too fussy cutting this out. Try not to take too long over it. If you want to use scissors, feel free to use your scissors. Just what I always use. I will find some of the colour to put on the owl as well. Again, this is, you know, you don't have to be, it's not, you know, it's not too hard to cut out really. Depends how good you are at cutting out. I can't say I'm the best, but I kind of get by. Right, okay. Well, this is a Halloween-esque owl, I would say then. Just chop this off this piece of card, make it easier for myself. The good thing is we can go in with some white highlights and we can go in with the silver pen. Yeah, just bring them to life. Again, it's easy enough to do, and hopefully a little bit of sparkle on him. He's going to look absolutely amazing. I do like owls. I don't think I've ever had an owl. You know, like you can go to those places where the owl, like you can rest them on your arm, and they have like you know, like a bird sanctuary place. I think I'll have to go there because they're amazing, and I've heard that they're very heavy animals. So I think I've had a bird of prey, but not an owl on my arm once before. You know, where they go to fly over and grab the meat. I think I've had that when I was a child. I think very long time ago. Right. Yeah, just going in some of those, getting those details of the feathers. Oh, I nearly chopped a bit off there. Right. So we're starting to get there now. Yes, they are, and they're not. Surprisingly, the owls aren't vegetarians. Are there any Disney films with owls in? I'm sure there are. What Disney film's got owls in it? Of course, there are owls in the obviously in the Harry Potter. If you're into Harry Potter, that is. I can't say I've seen all the Harry Potter films. I may have seen maybe the first two, maybe. I probably fell asleep through the rest of them, or some of them. Okay, how are we looking there now? It's looking pretty good. Right, okay, let's piece of black card just so we can see what we're doing with him. Yeah, he's starting to look great now. Right, see, yeah, birds of prey, very fascinating. Right, right, colours, add some extra colour in. Right, so I've got a white pen, and I've also got, hey, what's a nice thing to use is the I've got a little bit, don't really see that. Let me just zoom in there a second, just have a look. Come on, camera. There we go. Okay. So I will kind of add some other detail on with him now. So I might get a white gel pen. So first things first, we need to add a little bit more colour down there, I'm thinking. Oh, stop camera, there we go. Do you know what, I need to warm that up a touch. So look at what colour I've got. Oh no, I think we'll stay with that. So, I've got a white gel pen. I might just go in there with some of the white on the bird's claws. Probably hard to see on camera because you've got white on white, so that's not a problem. And then also, this is a sparkle pen, which kind of gives it that iridescent sparkle. These are water-based, so they're really cool. And they're the ones that you just kind of squeeze as well to get the colour out. You just squeeze it. They're like the zig pens as well, but they're like a clear. These are like a clear sparkle. maybe you can see that on there. Not sure you can see it yet. We'll see now. I'm just going to go over that with a pen. I've got a new one as well. A newer one. Okay. Just go over that. Again, it may be hard to pick up on the camera, but hopefully once I finish that, you'll be able to see the difference it makes. We've definitely got a good sparkle going on with this as well now, so I do like that. Let's zoom in. I might be able to pick that up on camera if you're zoomed in. So yes, we've definitely zoomed in now. So let's pick that up. So you've got that. There's definitely a sparkle going on there now with that. That looks lovely. I do like that very much. So, and we might just use a little bit of a yellow pen as well for the beak, maybe yellow or orange. So, colour the beak in a touch maybe. Go to much more detail than I've gone on that. I'll just use a little bit darker yellow there on the edges. Now what we want. So this go over there, take that out of the way. Starting to come together now, I think. Again, something that, you know, I hadn't planned on doing this, but I thought, oh, I was really missing doing some lives, so oh yes, Alice in Wonderland, yes, yes it does. Do I need to stick these things down? So I'm just going to get some glue. Thank you for that comment. Brilliant, thank you, Sandy. Again, for anyone who's just arrived, then there is a 20% off on the website all this weekend. So do please check it out. That's across everything. So that's great, you know. Again, it's just something that we're giving to you guys. Just stick that down. Yeah. Again, just putting that little bit of using the wax just around the edge there, just to pull that. You could have matted it onto a piece of card if you wanted to as well. So I'm just going to stick this down as well. I do like that. That's great. I think that's good. Right, let me just stick that down. Oh yes, thank you, Helen. Yes, there is a that's the code. 20% off is OCT20. Oh, and it's until Monday. Well, that's great. Thank you for finding us. It's great for you to come back to us. And again, anybody who's not a subscriber on the YouTube channel, please do subscribe. Basically, and hit the bell, because you'll get a notification as to when we go live. Sometimes we try to plan the lives, but sometimes we don't. So those impromptu times where you don't want to miss the lives as well. So please feel free to subscribe. That'd be great. It just lets us know that people are watching the channel as well, so that's great. And a few ideas for you to go away with, especially using the oxides as well. Now I'm just trying to work on the placement. I'm thinking it's going to go that way. Yeah, a swooping down bird from there. So it's not, yeah, not too complicated a card today, but again, a few ideas there with those oxides, highlighting there with the white Posca pen. Yeah, the stencil. The stencil's a great stencil, by the way. It really is cool. Again, I created this in what we are now. Oh, little under an hour, so that's not too bad from start to finish. So. Again, something that I hadn't really planned, I must admit. But sometimes I try planning things, and sometimes I don't. So yeah, it's just all about having a bit of fun there. And oh, thank you. The colours do work well. I think they do work quite well there. I probably would go around the edge there of that card in black. Probably missed that bit out, but you know, that's what you get for doing lives. Again, you can imagine some of the colours. I mean, everyone seems to do the owl totally different. I mean, that's that one there. That's lovely. One of my favourites. That one. Love that owl. That's great, isn't it? Again, that die. Oh, that's got 20% off as well. Of course, it's everything off. It's everything on the website. So that's got a 20% off on that die as well. That's amazing. So yeah, it's a fantastic die. But the sentiment: let your intuition guide you through the darkness. Again, that could so many meanings for so many people. Again, it's just ideas of, and this is just some of them. There's loads on the website, so do please check that out. That's nice as well. You see, it's really nice. That's very smart, very clever, and that's using the sentiment plus another sentiment from another set. That one there, I do like that one as well. See, those colours are perfect. I just noticed the kind of moon in the background. That's good, that is. And these sequins, they just make it. I haven't got any sequins on mine. I think I'm missing sequins. So come back in a few days' time. You may find that this has changed very slightly. I may add a couple of other bits to it, but you know, I think we're pretty much. I think that's pretty much done that demonstration. It's not too bad, is it? Again, thank you for watching, everybody. Let's just say hello. Yeah, so back again. Yeah, thank you so much. Who else we got here? Oh, Annie Cooper. Hiya, Annie. Yeah. Check out the website. Don't forget those offers last until Monday with OCT20 as your discount code. That's across everything across the website. So whether it be stamps, dies, stencils. So, you know, have some fun. Again, I hope you've taken a few ideas away. Not quite a Halloween. I think this kind of like these sets will work both for Halloween and all throughout like the winter times as well. That tree stencil works great for Christmas cards as well. I can do some winter trees with it in like a off-white colour. That'd be amazing, off-white and blue. So yeah, thank you so much again, and well, I shall leave you to have a nice weekend, and we'll see you when I'm probably going to be back on Thursday. I'm still editing some more videos, so keep a lookout for those on YouTube. And if you hit the bell and subscribe, you'll be notified as when they become available. So thank you so much, and I will see you next week. Take care now.